Hi there, thanks for joining us. I'm Alexis Rogers. Just minutes ago, the Minneapolis encampment known as Camp Nino Kasi was cleared out again by the city. This is video of that scene. The city says they cleared the encampment because of imminent public safety concerns, including fire hazards and growing tensions with the people within the camp and nearby residents. This is the third clearing and relocation of the encampment since the beginning of the year. Less than 2 hours ago, 550 Minnesota National Guard members began their journey toward the Middle East. The 34th Infantry Division of the Red Bulls is now on a 10-month deployment beginning in Texas for training, then headed to their home base in Kuwait. The soldiers have had a year to prepare to increase self-reliance and security in the Middle East.
Anything from preparing for your spouse, family members, snow removal, students. We have many soldiers that are students with universities and colleges here in the States. So just working with either their employers, their professors, to just prepare them to leave and then also to reintegrate and return from the deployment.
Well, despite ongoing tensions in the region, the Assistant Division Commander tells us this mission is a regularly scheduled one, just like the last time this division deployed in 2019. Well, in just about 5 hours, we're expecting groups to meet in protest against Minneapolis Mayor Frye's veto of a Gaza ceasefire resolution. The council voted last week to adopt the resolution calling on Congress and President Biden to end military aid to Israel and to support a ceasefire in the war between Israel and Hamas. Mayor Frye called the resolution one-sided, saying it uplifts the history of Palestinians without mentioning that of Israeli Jews. The city council passed the resolution with 9 votes, which is the minimum they would need to override Frye's veto. They will take up the veto override at their next full meeting next week. Negotiations over a potential hostage deal in the Israel-Hamas war will continue today. Meanwhile, Israel is calling for the end of a UN agency following Israel's allegations that some of its members participated in the October 7th attacks. The U.S. and 15 other countries have halted funding for that agency since the allegations. Workers there say they will have to shut down humanitarian operations in Gaza if they run out of funds. All right, let's go ahead and take a live look over Minneapolis, where we are kicking off February with more than warm weather. Ben, when I moved here and I thought of February, this is not what I thought of, my friend.
I think people that have lived here for generations don't believe this is very February-like. Yeah, most of this week is going to be unusually warm, more like mid to late March-like, and a big part of that is the fact that we just don't have any snow on the ground, and when we get a full day of sunshine like what we see today and what we saw yesterday, we end up with really warm temperatures. We're already at 47 degrees right now. Most of us are well on our way into the mid to upper 40s at the moment. You can see cooler temperatures to our north and to our northeast. That's where the wind is starting to pick up, so that will eventually kind of halt our warming process. But get this, we are a degree warmer than this time yesterday when we hit 55 degrees. Now, I don't think we're going to get quite that warm today, but regardless, we are about 20 to 25 degrees warmer than average. We have the sunshine with us right now, but notice just off to our north and east, some what we'll call lake effect clouds will start to move in. That'll obscure the sunny sky through most of this afternoon. So the sunshine will fade as temperatures kind of peak in the mid to upper 40s today. But again, the 40s will continue. We'll talk more about that coming up. And really throughout this winter, the lack of snow that we've had means we've used a whole lot less salt on the roads. And here's why experts say that comes with benefits and concerns.
I'm Heidi Wigdahl. This mild winter has meant less salt on our roads. MnDOT says their use of rock salt so far this year has been cut by more than half compared to last year's rough winter. Here at St. Anthony Falls Laboratory, research manager Andy Erickson says that's good news. But because of this warmer weather, waterways are flowing more freely, and that means pollutants like salt are having a quicker time easily going through the water or soaking into the ground. Andy says there's also concern about more freeze-thaw events, which can lead to using more salt on the roads.